Looking to take your flirting game to the next level? Discover the proven tactics that drive women wild and make you irresistible with just a few simple moves. Ready to master the art of charm? 1. Playful teasing. Playful teasing can be an effective way to build a bond, showing you're confident, interested, and paying attention. The key to teasing well is subtlety and light-heartedness. Good teasing should make her smile, feel intrigued, and want to engage further, not feel criticized or mocked. Begin by observing things about her that are unique. Maybe she's passionate about a hobby, has a funny catchphrase, or loves a particular type of coffee. Playfully exaggerate or comment on these in a light tone, like, "Oh, let me guess, you're going to order the caramel macchiato again, aren't you?" This kind of teasing suggests familiarity without coming off too strong. Be sure to keep it positive, avoid sensitive topics like her appearance, as these can easily be misinterpreted. Another layer to playful teasing is to add a bit of mystery. If she's talking about something she loves, say, "I bet you're not that passionate about it. Prove me wrong." This builds a sense of challenge and lets her know that you're interested but not overly eager. The point is to keep the conversation dynamic and to keep her curious about what you'll say next. Finally, balance is crucial. Follow any teasing with a hint of sincerity or a compliment to avoid coming across as insincere or arrogant. Tease, observe her reaction, and adjust accordingly. Teasing is meant to be an invitation to laugh together, not a tactic to dominate or pressure the conversation. 2. Genuine compliments. Compliments are more impactful when they feel genuine and specific. Instead of generic compliments like "you look nice," focus on something unique to her, showing you're attentive and present. This could be how she expresses herself, a piece of jewelry she wears, or a story she told that revealed a part of her personality. Let's say she's talking passionately about a recent travel experience. You could respond with, "I can tell you really love exploring new places, your whole face lights up when you talk about it." This shows you're not just noticing what she looks like but also how she feels and thinks. Another aspect is delivery. Give compliments in a relaxed, sincere tone without expecting anything in return. Compliments that feel like they're given without an agenda are more memorable and meaningful. Try to make your compliment feel natural, as if you're simply observing something that impresses or interests you, and move on with the conversation instead of lingering on it. Using compliments sparingly can also enhance their power. If you compliment someone too often, it can seem forced. Instead, drop them occasionally, allowing her to feel the impact of each one. This approach builds a sense of genuine admiration and respect, and she's likely to remember these compliments and the feelings they evoked. 3. Eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication in flirting. It conveys confidence, interest, and warmth without saying a word. Holding eye contact for a few extra seconds can create an intimate moment that lets her know you're fully present and engaged. The trick to eye contact is moderation. Hold her gaze, but avoid staring, which can feel invasive. Try to maintain eye contact naturally, letting it happen during moments of laughter or when sharing something personal. This communicates interest and builds trust, helping her feel comfortable opening up. Another effective technique is the triangular gaze, where you alternate between looking at one eye, then the other, then down to her lips. This subtly suggests romantic interest without being overtly forward. If she maintains or reciprocates your gaze, it's a good indication that the feeling is mutual. During conversation, let your eyes mirror your interest. If she's telling an engaging story, keep eye contact to show you're absorbed in her words. At times, breaking eye contact briefly before returning can create a push-pull dynamic, adding intrigue. This can also help diffuse intensity if it feels overwhelming, making her wonder what you're thinking or feeling. Ultimately, eye contact should feel natural and comfortable. Practice mindful eye contact, engaging without forcing intensity. When done right, eye contact can foster a magnetic connection, letting her know she has your undivided attention. 4. Subtle touches. Subtle touches are a powerful way to communicate interest and build attraction. The key is to keep it casual and respectful. Light, brief touches on the arm, shoulder, or back during a conversation can signal interest without overstepping boundaries. Start with small, situational touches, like a gentle touch on her arm to emphasize a point in conversation or a supportive pat on the back when sharing a laugh. Avoid prolonged or unexpected contact, as this can make her feel uncomfortable. A slight brush of the hand or a touch while handing her something can be enough to create chemistry without needing to overdo it. Be aware of her response to physical contact. If she seems comfortable or even reciprocates, it's a sign she's receptive. However, if she steps back or appears uneasy, give her space and keep things more conversational. Respect for personal boundaries is essential in flirting, and a receptive touch can only build attraction if it's mutual. Using subtle touches allows her to experience your presence without feeling pressured. If done naturally and confidently, subtle touches can convey warmth and interest, drawing her closer without a word. 5. Engaging listening. Listening is often overlooked in flirting, but it's one of the most attractive qualities you can bring to a conversation. Engaged listening shows you genuinely value what she has to say, making her feel understood and appreciated. Active listening involves more than just hearing her words. Use nonverbal cues like nodding, smiling, and maintaining eye contact to show you're engaged. Ask follow-up questions that encourage her to share more, and avoid interrupting or shifting the conversation back to yourself. Reflective listening, where you paraphrase or summarize her points, can also deepen the conversation. For instance, if she shares a story about a recent trip, say, "That sounds like an incredible experience. What was your favorite part?" This shows you're truly interested in her perspective and encourages her to open up more. Showing curiosity about her life, opinions, and experiences helps create a genuine connection. A woman is far more likely to feel attracted when she feels heard and understood. Plus, by actively listening, you'll pick up on details you can later reference, demonstrating that you pay attention to even the little things. 6. Confidence with humility. Confidence paired with humility can be incredibly attractive, as it signals that you're self-assured but not egotistical. Confidence shows you're comfortable with who you are, while humility reveals that you're approachable and respectful. To exude confident humility, try sharing stories where you achieved something meaningful but acknowledge any struggles or setbacks along the way. For example, if discussing a recent accomplishment, mention the effort it took or the challenges you faced. This honesty makes you relatable and lets her see your resilience. When sharing humorous or self-deprecating anecdotes, strike a balance, highlight your quirks without putting yourself down too much. This shows that while you don't take yourself too seriously, you still value yourself. Confident humility can also be demonstrated through supportive behavior. Celebrate her successes without trying to compete or outdo her. This signals that you're comfortable in your own skin and genuinely supportive of others. A man who is quietly confident yet humble shows a level of maturity that's attractive and refreshing. 7. Sharing personal stories. Sharing personal stories is a powerful way to create connection and openness in conversation. By opening up about your experiences, you invite her to see your authentic side, fostering trust and emotional connection. The key is to share stories that are meaningful but relatable, moments of growth, funny misadventures, or interesting life lessons. When you share something vulnerable, you show confidence and the willingness to be genuine. For example, if she asks about a memorable trip, instead of a simple answer, share a humorous mishap or a lesson learned. Stories that show a hint of vulnerability can be especially impactful, as they reveal depth and make you more relatable. While sharing personal stories, encourage her to share her own. Ask questions and listen actively to her responses. This back and forth builds a feeling of intimacy and can make her feel special. Storytelling, when done naturally, can turn casual conversation into an emotional bond, leaving a memorable impression. 8. Mirroring her body language. Mirroring, or subtly mimicking her body language, is a psychological technique that fosters a sense of connection and familiarity. When done naturally, it helps build rapport and makes her feel understood on a subconscious level. The idea is to gently reflect her movements, gestures, and posture, showing alignment with her energy. If she leans in during conversation, you can lean slightly as well. If she uses hand gestures while speaking, incorporate similar movements. This mirroring should be subtle and gradual, being too obvious can make it seem forced. The goal is to create a harmonious flow in the interaction, letting her sense that the two of you are in sync. Mirroring can also extend to tone and pacing in conversation. If she's speaking softly and calmly, match that energy. If she's animated and enthusiastic, mirror her vibe without overdoing it. By aligning yourself with her style and energy, you make her feel comfortable and understood, building an invisible bridge that draws her closer. 9. Using humor to break the ice. Humor is one of the most effective ways to create a relaxed, engaging atmosphere. Making her laugh breaks down barriers and helps her feel at ease. Self-deprecating humor, where you lightly poke fun at yourself, can be particularly charming because it shows you don't take yourself too seriously. Situational humor works well too. If something funny happens around you, comment on it in a way that includes her in the moment. Light-hearted jokes or witty observations about shared surroundings or current events can create a bond by making it feel like you're sharing an inside joke. The goal is to be playful, not overbearing. Keep humor positive and avoid sarcasm or jokes at others' expense. Humor lets her see you as someone who's both entertaining and easy to be around, and a shared laugh can be the foundation for a lasting attraction. Each of these points helps build a deeper connection and fosters attraction that feels genuine and respectful. If you'd like even more insights, subscribe to Pagewise for more in-depth discussions on creating meaningful connections.